Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase channel. My name is Joey, and today I'm going to be telling you guys what your favorite KotLC ability says about you. There are so many different KotLC abilities and everyone has a favorite one, and it can tell you something about that person's character, what they like, how they are. It's going to be a really fun video, so if you're excited, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And before we get into the video, comment down below your favorite ability. And without further ado, let's get straight into the first ability. So this is going to be in alphabetical order in case you want to go like to your favorite ability first or something, but make sure to watch the whole video. And starting off strong with Guyler. So a Guyler can manipulate their voice, and they can kind of like manipulate people, not only just their voice, but like their voice is like so soothing, so they can make people or get what they want, stuff like that. I feel like if you are a Guyler, you are probably very persuasive, you know, you're very charismatic. You're very good at communicating. Maybe you're like an extrovert, and maybe you are a little manipulative, just like Dame Lena. But on the other side, you can also just be comforting because their voice is very comforting and soothing. Next up is a charger, and a charger has the ability to manipulate electricity and control electricity. Now, I think it's going to go without saying, if you're a charger, you're probably very energetic, probably a little bit, you know, adventurous and daring and outgoing. I mean, there aren't too many chargers. I think there's like a Councillor that's a charger. I don't remember who it is. So yeah, if charging is your favorite ability, maybe you just wanted like a rare and kind of interesting, powerful ability. I think it's a pretty cool ability. You probably make some sparks with a lot of people. I don't know, that's pretty bad. Now, next up is Conjurer. Conjurers, they can snap anything into their hands if they know where it is. They can put stuff in and out of the void. If you are a Conjurer, you're probably very lazy. Now, take this with a grain of salt. I said I wanted to be a Conjurer. It's my favorite ability, and it is because I'm a very lazy person, you know. The remote's over there, I'm on the couch, boom, snap, it's in my arms. If something's upstairs, I don't want to get it, boom, it's in my arms, you know. But you can also be, I feel like you could be very imaginative because you're playing with the void and stuff. You kind of have to like know what's in the void. You can put stuff in there, put stuff out of there. So maybe you're also like organized. I don't really know. But I can say this, if conjuring is your favorite ability, then you are a very cool person because, as I said, it is my favorite as well. So let's move on to Descrying. And Descryer is a very rare ability where you can sense other people's potentials. If your favorite ability is to descry, you're probably like very like you believe in others like a lot, like you're motivational and you sense potential in a lot of other people, and you want to help them reach their potential, because I know that's not what a descrier does. It senses their potential, but I mean, potential's nothing if you don't live up to it. And you're also probably pretty insightful as a person because you know you can sense their potential, so you're also pretty smart. I feel like a descrier is a pretty smart person too. Next one is an empath. So first of all, if your favorite ability is an empath, I feel like at least 50% of people who their favorite ability is, it's just because of Keith. And that's not like a bad thing. Empath is not a bad ability by no means, but if you are an empath, 90% likely that Keith is your favorite character, okay? Let's just get that down. And you probably do ship so Keith in that sense. But you're also probably a very compassionate and caring person. You know, you like to make sure others are okay. You're very empathetic, obviously. You can listen, you can understand, you're very patient. You're just an all-around very like supportive person. Empaths are very good people. Next one is Enhancing. Enhancers can support the people around them. So I feel like if you're an enhancer, you are a very not selfish person. There's actually a word for that. You're a very selfless person. Just like with the descrier, like your ability helps other people, not just yourself. So if you're an enhancer, you're a very supportive person and empowering person. Next up is a flasher, and a flasher has the ability to manipulate light. If you're a flasher, I feel like you're very artistic. I don't know why, it just feels like a flasher is a very artistic person, very creative person. We know Orem Vacker, who is a famous flasher, he does like light shows in the air every year. So if your favorite ability is a flasher, I just have the feeling that you are an artist. That's just what's in my mind. Or on the flip side, maybe Elwyn's your favorite character. That might play into it somehow. So next up is a Froster, and a Froster has the ability to manipulate ice. If you're a Froster, winter is probably your favorite season. You probably do like the cold as it's intended. Maybe you live in a cold place, maybe you don't. You're also kind of probably maybe a little bit more calm and tranquil, maybe artistic, just how like Julian makes those ice sculptures, I don't know. But they're very cool. in a very literal sense and a figurative sense. You're cool. Next up is a Guster. Guster can control wind, and I feel like if you're a Guster, you're very like independent and like free-spirited, you know, like the wind goes everywhere, nothing can control the wind. Very adventurous, you know, you just go wherever the wind takes you. Or, as mentioned in the series, you are not to be trusted. I feel like someone said that in the series, that Gusters are not to be trusted, so maybe not, I don't know. Next ability is a Hydrokinetic. They can manipulate the element of water. They're very fluid people. I feel like if you're a Hydrokinetic, you're very fluid. You go with the flow, you know? You're also pretty like serene, you're calm. And Lynn is probably one of your favorite characters. That really does play a huge part into what abilities people like. And yeah, moving on to Inflicting. Inflictors can inflict pain, and in Sophie's case, she can inflict happy emotions as well. So I feel like if you're an Inflictor, you're a very complex person. Inflicting, it's very rare, you know, it's very like shielded and hidden, it's kind of taboo a little bit. So maybe you're just like a multifaceted person. You're also very intense. Like Inflicting is one of the few like very intense abilities. You're probably like really passionate about what you do as well. And because it's so intense, you probably have to have a lot of self-control at times. And as always, with great power comes great responsibility, which is also similar to the next ability, which is a Mesmer. Mesmers can control other elves, and I would say if you're a Mesmer, you're very influential, you're very powerful. You're also confident, maybe a little bit assertive, maybe you just like being powerful, you know, you like being on top, you like to manipulate other people, but you're also probably very like persuasive and also like strategic. Many other people probably think this as well, but I would put Mesmer as one of the most powerful abilities in the Lost Cities, so it comes as no surprise that if this is your favorite ability, you probably just like being really powerful. The next ability is a Phaser. If you're a Phaser, you're probably very adaptable and like you're flexible. You can like walk through walls. Maybe you like to explore places and you want to just like walk through walls as if they weren't there and just go wherever you want. Or maybe you want to like go where you're not supposed to or something, I don't know. Next up is a Polyglot, and Polyglot, I feel like this is a very useful ability. If you're a Polyglot, you know what you're doing. If that's your favorite ability, you probably want to travel to a lot of places, you know? You can speak with anybody in the world, so that should be no problem to you. You're very like open-minded, where like with other people, you know, maybe you just like communicating with other people, you like talking to people. Next one is a Cyanide Path. If you're a Cyanide Path, you probably like to feel protected, you know, you want to feel like you're behind walls, you like to have a sense of control over the situation and a sense of security, and I can really respect that, and I know it feels really good to just have like a force field around you, so yeah. Next up is a Shade. So if you're a Shade, you probably do like Tam, just first of all. Maybe, I feel like your Shades are like stubborn. I just have that in my mind. It's not just because of Tam, I just feel like Shades as a whole are like stubborn kind of. But you're also just like observant. Like, you know, you stay in the shadows, you know what's going on. And next ability is a Techno Path. So this one's pretty obvious, you know, maybe you do like Dex, but probably you're good with computers, you know, you use computers a lot, you play a lot of games, play a lot of video games. If not for a Conjurer, I'd also really want to be a Techno Path, because I do a lot of stuff with cameras, video games, computers, all that stuff. It would be very useful. But other than that, you're probably very detail oriented and very logical as a person. Next one is a Telepath. If you're a Telepath, you definitely want to know what other people are thinking, and you are not alone. Like, it would be very useful to be a Telepath, but also maybe a little bit overwhelming at some points, and you gotta take that into consideration. But if that's your favorite ability, maybe you do like Fits, or maybe you just feel like it's mentioned so much in the Lost Cities, they always praise it as a good ability, so why not be a Telepath? But I feel like if you're a Telepath, you can keep a secret. Or not. I feel like, wait, hold on. I feel like it's very mixed, because on one point, you know everyone's secrets, so you better be a good secret keeper. But also, if your favorite ability is Telepath, you probably are very diplomatic and you know people really well. Next one is a Teleporter. If you're a Teleporter, you want to go places, you know, you don't want to stay in one place. You want to travel a lot, you want to visit all these cities. I don't blame you, you know, you're very adventurous, thrill-seeking, and you're just very curious about the world in general. If I were a Teleporter, you know, I would not be in my room right now. I'd be off in some distant land, you know, doing all these side quests. Next up is a Vanisher. If you're a Vanisher, I feel like since you're invisible all the time, you're probably very independent, self-reliant, and also very observant. You know, if you're invisible, you can go wherever you want. Maybe you also just like to explore places. Maybe you like to be where you're not supposed to. Or maybe you just like blend into your surroundings as it is. But yeah, Vanishing is a cool ability, and I respect anyone who likes that one. And next one is a Vociferator. If you're a Vociferator, maybe you want to pursue singing as a career, because maybe somehow vociferating, maybe it's good for opera singing. Not sure. If you didn't know, vociferating, you can make very loud sounds. I'm not sure whose favorite ability this is, but yeah. And because there are some people, if your favorite ability is Talentless, you're probably very versatile. You can adapt to anything. You don't need any ability to do anything. But you're also very confident in your own skin, and you know what you're worth. So that is gonna wrap it up. That was every single ability, including like teleporting and being talentless, and what it said about you as a person. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's like nothing we've ever done before, in my opinion. It's kind of just like this new thing, and tell me if you guys do like it in the comments below. And also tell me in the comments below, was I accurate? I feel like it's kind of like sometimes they're very broad, but they still could be very accurate to you as a person. As I said before, I want to be a Conjurer because I'm very lazy, so for me that one was very accurate. And if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I maybe could do like what your favorite character says about you, what your favorite book says about you. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 in the comments below. I'm just having you guys comment everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.